Okay, we are in a different world here. We are no longer in the American world. We are in the global, international world because football is a global game. All these people in the
Certainly is.
comments wanted me to call it football, but I'm going to go back to calling it
Oh, that's
soccer.
right. They're so mad that we're calling it soccer. My
Yeah,
goodness.
but we'll have another. That's a discussion for another time. But for now, I have Rahi and I have Roy. How's everyone doing? Good.
Good. I just want to remind you, we're always in the global world. Like we're never in an American world that doesn't exist.
That's a
Just
good
so you
point.
know.
That's a good point.
Ye
I mean, I know
I
Americans
gotta
like to think
get
otherwise, but that's not the
I gotta
fact.
get some other guys on this show, man. Like just
We think
please. All right.
our
Anyway,
country is the whole world.
Yeah, we think America is
well,
the world. Exactly.
The
Yeah.
world
exactly. And
is,
we are a capitalist
come on.
society, and this gentleman, this French gentleman by the name of
Shoosh.
Kylian Mbappe, who happens to be a little bit good at this game where you kick the ball, he rejected a nice little bid the most successful Saudi Arabian club in recent history.
Bid is a nice term for what was offered to him. I would say it was like a treasure or a planet. I mean, he was offered the moon and the earth and the sun
It
and
was a-
generations of I don't know. I mean, it was I've never seen none of us have ever seen an offer like that. It is the biggest offer ever in the history of this wonderful sport,
Yeah.
and he
So
rejected it.
it was in totality a 1.1 billion dollar offer, which would have been split between PSG and him, and the exact number to him, I believe, was somewhere in the realm of 770 million, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, wow.
So, Roy, that's a nice chunk of change, man.
It's a nice chunk of change. It's if I go back 100 generations in my family and calculate all the incomes, we won't even come to a tenth of that, a hundredth of that. It is effing ridiculous amount of money. Absolutely insane.
Let's just look. Okay, so I just want to set the stage a little bit, right? So here's some of the other situations that are going on, right? Look at these transfer fees. You got these numbers here and there. This, like, put these numbers to absolute shame, and rightfully so because he's Kylian Mbappe. But still, I just want to give this as a reference to everyone.
Yeah, and the Ronaldo one is the transfer fee, so it doesn't show what he was actually offered
Yeah,
to play,
these
the
are all
money he's
transfers.
making.
Right, but PSG would have made somewhere in the realm, I believe, of 200 to 300 million dollars or
Right.
something off this deal,
More like
right?
337. It was in the
Yeah,
mid 300s, the
I,
transfer.
I think something like that. So like this is a different realm, but that comes to our question of the day: onside or offside? Was he crazy to reject this $1 billion offer?
Go for it, Rocky. Let's hear it.
I think this is onside. I think he was crazy to reject $1 billion because in the end it's Kylian Mbappe. When you go to a new league, when you go to a league, a historical league, apologies to my Saudis friends, a historical league with more history than MLS, I have now realized that. But I will say, when you go to a league like the Saudi Pro League, your fear, if you're not a good player, if you're a player on the come up, is how do I get out? What happens to my career? Where do I go next? If you look at all the transfers from last year out of the Saudi Pro League, the majority of them were free transfers internally in the league. No big club has ever come in for a Saudi Pro League player. But if you're Kylian Mbappe, why do you care? Do you think France is not going to call you up because you're playing for Al Hilal? Absolutely, they're going to call you up. You just scored a hat trick in the World Cup final. Do you think that after you play 1, 2, 3 years, Barcelona, Real Madrid, PSG again is not going to come back for you? Of course they are. You are one of the greatest players in the game today. That's not going to change whatever league you go to. So all the fears that other young players have, which is, hey, if I go to the Saudi Pro League and make a lot of money, no one's going to come by me because this league does not have a history yet of selling players. They only buy players. But if you're Mbappe, why do you care about that? Take the money, go play for 1, 2 years. You're still going to play for France. You're still going to have a transfer out. Why not?
Yeah. Listen, if someone offered me $1 million, let alone $1.1 billion. I will go live in Antarctica for a year. I will build my own igloo, try to stay warm for the full year. Just give me that 1.1 billion up front, and I am freaking there. I don't care where in the world I got to go. I'll spend the year doing whatever the hell it is to make that $1.1 billion. Why? Because it sets me up for the rest of my life. It sets me up, my family, future generations. I could buy whatever the hell I want, whenever the hell I want. I am a very, very rich man just for 1 year. But is he crazy? Absolutely. From a financial perspective, he's absolutely effing insane to turn down 1.1 billion. You saw LeBron James and Giannis and all these other superstars of American sports posting on Twitter about this. Do you see this?
Yeah,
LeBron
Draymond
says,
Green.
You're
Draymond
agreeing with
Green's
me,
ready
Roy.
to go.
You're about to agree with me.
So Roy,
Maybe.
onside.
Roy's going to
Onside.
agree with me.
effing wait a second. He's crazy from a financial perspective, but as the African Star said, recent Saudi Arabian player, we
Igalo.
play for
You're
money.
referring to Igalo, correct?
Igalo.
Yeah,
Yes.
Nigerian player. Yeah.
We play for money, not passion in Saudi Arabia. If he values money more than love for the game, more than challenging himself, more than getting what he's been wanting for years, which is the Champions League title, he stays in Europe. He shows the world that it isn't all about money. This is affecting future generations. The players are showing that money is more important than the sport, than the game, than the storylines, than realizing childhood dreams. That's not the message we want to be sending future generations. So I am very pleased that he turned it down. That would have disrupted the economic balance of the sport in this world. And I'm happy he turned it down because that would have been disastrous. What happens after that?
Did you say offside or onside? Would you? I didn't get a definite
crazy?
answer.
I
from
think
you.
he's right
Talking
to
and
reject it.
answer.
He is right. He is right to reject.
So
this
you're
offer.
saying offside?
Yep.
Offside.
Offside. Okay.
Offside
Money
by
is the
Roy.
only thing that matters, my friends.
Right.
There's so much more to this life than money.
So look, and all our Saudi Arabian friends out there, feel free to comment about this in the comments. But maybe this whole thing with all these players, maybe the entire league gets to the point where it it evolves, and we'll see. But for the time being, I do agree with Roy from the competitiveness in terms of the league versus Champions League, all that kind of stuff. However, is he crazy to reject this offer? For me, onside, 100%, man. Like, dude, I told you guys, like, I'm ready. Like, I am ready to go. And $770 million. That is for 1 year. Then he can go to Real Madrid. After 1 year, he can go. PSG's happy. PSG's happy. Yeah.
Would you be my roommate for 1 year for $1.1 billion?
No, dude. Now we're talking about now we're talking about
That's
something
where we
else,
draw
man.
the line.
Yeah, that's
huh?
where we draw.
I
No.
would.
Right? Yeah.
Sign me up. No, but I mean, if he goes, he changes the league, right? I mean, that's the question we're not asking. We should be asking is if Mbappe had gone to the Saudi Pro League, he changes the league.
For
And
1
so
year.
why does it matter where he goes? He
He's
changes
gonna
the
go
league.
for 1 year and then go to Real
Going
Madrid
for 1 year. He
after.
changes
Yeah.
it for 1 year, then he's gone. He collects his paycheck, then he's gone.
Right,
He's not
which is
going
a
to
nice
go-
chunk of change to collect, right? I mean, if you told me you got to work in some, wherever, like you said, Antarctica, 770 mil.
Yeah.
You can do all kinds of charity work, man. You can solve all the world's problems, man. from
Change
that
the
perspective.
world, man.
But we
Yeah.
can accept
The
this
world.
would have been a game changer. This would be the first player in the prime of his career and an excellent player at that, one of the best in the world, second best in the world, maybe you might say, to go to the Saudi Pro League. This would have changed the game.
For
Yeah.
1 year. That's my view.
Well, anyway, we'll have to see now where Kylian Mbappe goes. But as always here, we got to continue. We got to continue doing great things. And as I always say in this, keep watching the beautiful game. See you guys later.
He never says that. He never says that.
I
I
do.
don't think he's
Not
ever
once
said
said
that.
that.
once in
That
his
is
life.
Dude, that's in the international. This is a global sport. Football.
It's like always
This is
saying,
football, guys.
Just
Not
pull that out.
soccer. Not soccer that you guys are saying. But